Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Football Manager 2019, the beta here with Newcastle United. As you can see on the screen, we're about to jump into some League Cup action for you today. We host Bristol City of the Championship. Should be a comfortable win, but of course, you never know. This is Football Manager, who knows what's going to happen. A real quick catch up on what we've done. We only played one game. And a 3-0 home Premier League win over Brighton. It was fairly routine. We played very well. Kieran Clark and Kennedy getting in the goals. I can't remember who else scored. It was an own goal, that was it. A Lewis Dunk own goal. Got us the confidence right there. If I could read / look up, I could see it right there. The Lewis Dunk own goal, rounding off an easy, routine 3-0 victory. Brighton had just beat somebody 6-1 as well, so there's a little concern going into that one. But in the end, there was no need to be. So today, you're going to see Bristol City, and then we'll travel to Huddersfield, looking to maintain our unbeaten Premier League start, hopefully get an away win under our belts as well. But first, we have some cup action to tend to, and I'm going to make a few changes to my team once it eventually gives me it. Here we go. I'm going to stick with Dubravka. Just bring in Manquillo there. I don't really want to play Key, but I don't have another centre mid. That's the thing. This guy's out, Diame is out, Hayden is still out. So I'm kind of struggling in central midfield to make any changes, which is unfortunate. Benedetto still hasn't scored. He's not playing well either, so I'm going to leave him. And I'm actually going to make him an advanced forward. I feel like complete forward doesn't suit the formation we have. He needs a second striker to be a complete forward, or at least someone in here in attacking midfield behind him. So I'm going to put him advanced. Hopefully that gets him on the goals a little more. I think I'll bring Pavon back in. Might give Christian Atsu a start out there as well. See what he can do to switch things up a little bit. I'll bring Shar back in for Kieran Clark, who played very well last time out. He might have just been able to retain his position. Might actually play Fernandez out of Lascelles as well, even though he's playing very well. Yeah, looks good. That's what we're going to go with. Slightly rotated team, but should still be more than strong enough, hopefully, to see off Bristol City and get us into the third round of the League Cup. Is it still, what's it called now? Is it still the Capital One Cup? Is that still its name? I have no interest in that competition anymore, so I don't actually know the answer. So we jump in, let's see. I need to switch up my team talk so they don't get stale. I do like that the hierarchy's on there now, because it kind of lets you know certain players are reacting this way to your team talk if they're going to have more of a... I'm assuming they'll have more of an influence over the rest of the squad as well if they're happy with it. I don't actually know. I could be talking absolute garbage right there. But who knows? Anyway, here is a very early highlight. Bristol City goal kick. I'm going to flick that on. Hopefully we deal with this. We kind of do. But they're playing it around a little bit here. My eyes, I don't know why I was so squinty there. Here's Atsu now, and that has just come in. You had to appearance off the bench against Brighton, not for long. Benedetto dribbles forward well, hits one well from range, and it just goes over the bar. It wasn't really going to be dangerous from there, but at least he's having a shot. I kind of forgot he was even on the pitch in the Brighton game, which tells you all you need to know about his performance there as well. I kind of hyped him up as, oh, this is the man, and if again the Benfica say if he was my star guy. But he's done absolutely nothing so far. I'm playing him in this game simply out of hope that he's going to get on the score sheet and kind of kickstart his season, as Pavon intercepts one there. He keeps running forward. The challenge falls to Benedetto, hits one, and that's the Benedetto I'm used to. That's the guy that gets the goals. 1-0. It's here is played over. It's Pavon just intercepted. He lost his place to Matt Rich, who's been playing very well lately. He kind of justified his spot in the last game, but that's a lovely first time strike from Benedetto. Batters the top corner, no chance goalkeeper. And we do take the lead here in the cup. Cup competition, we're going to take them pretty seriously. I want to do well because they're actually a chance to make the season a success as Fernandez turns in the key corner. We double our lead pretty quickly. And hopefully this means we're on our way to a routine win. As Key swings in a really simple corner. It falls to Fernandez. He's unmarked. He's able to volley that one in. Bristol City defenders don't even move. And he just guides it into the back of the net like a striker, except it was from 7 yards out. 2-0. Free kick for Shelby here. Oh, look at the curve on that. I do love the new curving animations in this game. They're so good. Sometimes I think they're a little over dramatic almost looking, but I still love them. As Pavon had that one and it's saved, and then he hits the post on an uncontested rebound. It probably should be 3, but at least he got himself in there. As we approach halftime, yeah, complete domination of this one. We'll have another highlight though. Fernandez throws it in. Here's Benedetto. Play that key man piling forward. His key just kind of stands there and does nothing. Then Longstaff gives it away. Hopefully we don't just concede a pointless little goal before halftime here. As Bristol City have done nothing. Atsu wins that ball back from Patterson. Thankfully, where's he going to go with it now? Back to Shelby. Longstaff, the youngster, has been kind of forced into a lot more action than I would like, for sure. Dummett, Atsu. There's definitely some names in here I'd like to replace. I probably should have tried harder to get a fullback or 2 in the summer, but I'm hoping Dummett and Yedlin can do the job. Here's Key, here's Shelby. He finds Benedetto, places one just wide of the post. Right then, halftime, 2-0, in complete control. I don't know if I want to make changes yet. I know I definitely don't want to end up risking some of the guys and getting them in injury trouble before more important games come up, but at the same time, no one looks like they're struggling for fitness yet. I am going to make a midfield change at some point. I brought Perez in central midfield in the last game, which sounds ridiculous, but it is kind of what I had to do. And I might have to make some other on-the-fly adjustments today as well, just to get guys fit. Key's going to have to come off at some point. I just don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that change now. I'm tempted to just throw Kieran Clark in the defensive midfield, if I'm being honest, and let him kind of have at it. That's the worst that you can do in this amount of time. And then if I bring off Shelby and put Perez on again for the last 30 minutes. Hopefully I haven't just given those 2 enough time to make this all fall apart. But as the entire spine of our team replaced with players that don't belong, as Atsu hits one just wide. We do need a little more depth. We do have a couple injuries in the middle there. Or 3 actually, once for the whole season. I knew about that one all along, but maybe it would have been nice to have had someone else, even just a lone guy to throw in there. I'm going to bring off Benedetto, still Rondon for 15 minutes. See if he can do anything. Get his confidence going a little bit. He loses out on that one though. Webster has it for Bristol City. We kind of push, try and win the ball back there, but it's not happening yet. Thankfully, they haven't actually had a highlight in this entire game that's been meaningful for them, so that kind of shows how easy this has been for us, and it should have been. 2-0's comfortable, and it could have been more. As Pavon wins that one, just catches the defender Dither, and he's going to put it over to Rondon eventually. I think, no, he's going to lose the ball because he didn't want to kick it. Callas wins it. What are they going to do though? That looked dangerous, and it was. Atsu's going to win that race. He's going to swing into Rondon, and Rondon gets his goal. 3-0. Just what I like to see. Both strikers getting on the score sheet today. Hopefully setting them up for more successful seasons to come. From there, you knew something was going to go wrong. It bounces all the way out here. Atsu has no trouble winning that. Swings it in. Rondon rises above the defender, who was kind of staring, I think, at the ground in front of him and not paying attention to the ball. That's okay. 3-0. Easy win. Pavon's not had a great game again. That's why Matt Ritchie's taking his place at the moment. He probably will come back in for the next game as time winds down here at St James's Park. The Bristol City free kick will come to nothing, hopefully. And it will be game over. That's played in. Dummett heads it clear. And there we go. As hoped, as wanted, no drama, no hearts and mouths. A comfortable 3-0 win in the League Cup sees us into the 3rd round. We'll come back for that draw, I think, in between the games that are coming up. Alright, here we go. League Cup 3rd round draw. Let's see who's in it, see who we could possibly get. Bradford still there. Anything outside the Premier League, like Lincoln would be outstanding. Luton. Okay, there's plenty of lower league options still in the competition, which is nice. serves us up well to get the Premier League. Let's see, Watford, Southend have a couple. So Newcastle, here we go, home at least against Luton Town. Did you look at that? That's a draw if I ever saw one. Tottenham, Man City, that's a tough one. With all Premier League there with Palace and West Ham, Chelsea, Southampton, plenty of all Premier League ties in here, which is good to see. You should make the rest of it a little bit easier. Everton, Huddersfield. Okay, yeah, Luton Town again. That should be another easy passage into at least the 4th round, which is nice. So yeah, we move on to Huddersfield now. Alright, welcome back. We are going to jump on into the next game. Just a quick look at the dynamics since they popped up here. Dressing room atmosphere is very good. They like me. I'd say so far things are going pretty good. Let's look at the games happening today. Liverpool Southampton had a 1-1 draw play out. Nothing else big really happening today, so we will jump into our match against Huddersfield, who are currently 17th without a win. They've lost 2, so hopefully we can get an away win on the board here and get things moving along. Gonna make some changes again. Let's bring, oh dear, let's bring Matt Ritchie back into the lineup. We'll put Kennedy in as well. That's who did all right. I'm going to put Kieran Clark back in, because he did very well last time. Then stick Lascelles in as well. And go with that. So yeah, this is kind of what I consider right now to be our strongest lineup, at least available. I'd probably have Isaac Hayden in there instead of Key when he's fit. But apart from that, this is probably our best bet up until now. So hopefully it gets us the points we need at the John Smith's Stadium. What did this used to be called before it was the John Smith? I know it had another name. Throw it in the comments if you remember. I don't. I did know, but it's been a while. Let's get things rolling. Pick up where we left off last time. Yes. Pretend like they're a championship team and we're at home. That'll go very well. Alright, here we go. Kick off here in rainy England. It's September. That means any prospect of sun is gone. We have a couple guys struggling for fitness here. Schindler at centre back for one of them for sure. Let's see if we can get at them. The Bristol City game looked like it had a boring start, but it kind of came to life. The Brighton game definitely had a boring start. We have a highlight here, 16 minutes in. Here's Shelby, finds Manquillo. Back to Shelby, he's going to hit one, I think. He only runs in and loses it. He probably should have hit one. It would have been more useful than that. Barini comes forward to Huddersfield in the counter-attack. Not too enthralled about this so far. Depot. I definitely didn't say that name right. Oh, I'm not even going to try and butcher that again. Mui goes back. It's patient from Huddersfield, but it's going to get them through, I think, eventually. They find Durham out wide on the right. It gets swung in. Ramadan. His name's not Ramadan. I need to sleep. Benedetto comes forward. Here's Ritchie. This should just be an end of highlight. It is, but now Huddersfield come right back at it. But thankfully Dubravka is there to gather that ball. Sorry, I just had 2 of the most aggressive sneezes of my entire life there, right in the middle of a highlight. Here's Kennedy, finds Shelby. Shelby going with it, running down. Manquillo's there on the right, plays it back to Shelby. This is reminiscent of the last one. He goes back out this time. Is he going to find its key? Here's Shelby to Matt Ritchie. Lovely finish, Matt Ritchie. The fist pump from the manager tells you all you need to know. Newcastle take the lead away at Huddersfield. Nice build up. Patient from us that time as well. Waited for the right opportunity, not just taking one. As Key gets here, he plays in Shelby. I thought Shelby might have been trying to make a turn and shot, but look at that. First time passing. Boom, boom, goal. Lovely stuff. Don't need a second replay, thank you. 1-0. Let's see if we can keep this one going. See if we can roll us through. Why are you frustrated by my encouragement? I don't understand. Answers on a postcard. Why do players get frustrated by the manager being encouraging? I wonder if their frustration is going to boil into a concession here. Here's Mui and Durham just passed it back and forward. We deal with that one kind of, but not very well. As they come back at it, Longstaff finds Shelby. Key. Do get out eventually. And then Matt Ritchie runs it right into the wrong player. It's a poor ball by Lascelles. Got lucky there. Don't know what he was trying to do. Dummett has it now. He finds Benedetto, who does exist in a Premier League game, believe it or not. He runs forward, he hits one from range, and it goes wide. I'm a little worried about how quiet he's been again in this one, but give him time. There's still more of this game left for him to hit his stride as Dummett throws one into Key. He's going to find Longstaff making his way in. He's going to keep going, probably hit one himself. He does! What a strike! Sean Longstaff finding the top corner from about 22 yards. Absolute worldie from the youngster. He is earning himself a spot even when Diame comes back. Look at this. Key just finds him making his run in there. Takes it a little bit further forward and belts one. Absolute beauty. Goalkeeper makes a great dive. Still isn't going to get there. 2-0. Going into half time with what should be a healthy advantage. We are looking good. I'm pleased with the amount of goals we're able to score even without an output from our actual striker. The midfield is contributing. It does worry me that that will eventually dry up, but we'll deal with that problem in the future because right now we are comfortably ahead. Long may that continue as the second half kicks off here at the disgusting beer stadium. I mean, honestly, does anyone actually drink John Smiths anymore? I find that incredibly hard to believe. There you go, a highlight here in the second half, hopefully to kill the game. Clark finds Longstaff in the middle. He goes back to Key. The midfield trio playing it around very nicely between themselves. Dummett with a poor pass, should have kept it in the midfield. As Huddersfield come forward. Nicely intercepted on the poor ball. Here's Benedetto, who's going to run himself for a little bit and hit one high and wide. Not just wide, from about 50,000 yards away. He's not playing well. Here's Shelby though with a free kick chance. Whereas this one, going, it's saved by Lossie and cleared away. Very awkward looking save. He kind of dived up but batted it right into the ground, which doesn't make a ton of sense. But that's fine. I think I'm going to bring off Longstaff here and give Perez another run out in the midfield, which I'm not a huge fan of, but you kind of do what you have to do. Manquillo's getting a little tired. I kind of want to bring off Kennedy instead. I'll put Pavon out there on the left, see if he can find some form himself out there. Maybe the whole not knowing the language thing is just even more important this year than it ever was, because Pavon and Benedetto don't speak English yet. And they're both not really playing that well, so I'm going to put Shar on. I'll put Clark back into the defensive midfield role as we try and see it out again with an unfamiliar looking midfield three. Throw a concentrate at them. Overwhelming, yes. I can only imagine. As time ticks away, we should hopefully be just seeing out the victory here as it finds Perez. A few seconds. Pavon might have a go here as to end it. He does, and it's gathered up by the goalkeeper, but that is full time. A comfortable 2-0 victory. Very pleased with how that has gone. And this league campaign so far off to a good start. Admittedly, we haven't really played a good team yet. I looked at our schedule actually. We don't have a big game coming up for a while. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. Leicester, Watford, Burnley, Wolves. Then we play Man City and Arsenal back-to-back at the end of October. That's when things start to get a little trickier. December is not kind to us out with Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United and Liverpool. So things might start to fall apart later. Let's make the most of the good times while we have them right now. The good times meaning we sit third in the Premier League table. Chelsea and Tottenham still to play. They could jump above us. But for now, third place. You wouldn't have thought that. Newcastle, as of recording today, dropped to the bottom of the Premier League in real life. So we're definitely doing better than that. Hope you enjoyed what kind of happened today. I'm having a good time. I'm thoroughly enjoying FM19. A lot of good stuff in it to see. If you're enjoying it too, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and join us for the next episode. I don't know exactly what games I'll throw in there. Probably Luton will be in there, so either Watford or Burnley, either side of it. Join us for that. Till then, have a good one.